What's going on, my people? I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I will be your host for today's face-off between these two great fighters here. Garza, introduce yourself.
Was good. This guards did that. Fighting out of Detroit, Michigan. Coming for the KO June 29th. That's all I gotta say.
Respect, respect. JP.
I'm JDP. I'm here to get the KO as well, which I'm gonna get. Stoppage in the first round as well. He wouldn't even get back up anyway. So
Okay, okay. Respect. Hey, man, y'all got
uh,
y'all dog in y'all, man. Y'all looking to win? Y'all coming in for the kill?
hmm
it's I am. I don't know about him.
I'm coming straight from the bell. As soon as that first bell goes off, war.
So I
Ain't
have
no
a question.
filling out.
Okay. So I have a question for you. I actually want to start it off with this one because the news was just it just broke loose not too long ago, and I really want to hear you guys' thoughts on this. Now, you guys been doing a lot of promoting for you guys' fight, but it seems as if you guys were placed on the undercard. Garza, starting with you, how do you feel about being placed on the undercard?
Disrespected. I feel like me and JDP should be at least like right before the co-main event. Those other fighters, they might have a following, but when it comes to putting it all together, you guys gonna see June 29th how I do it, and you're gonna see why we should have got that main card spot right then and there.
Okay. Same for you. How do you feel about being placed on the undercard after all the work you've been putting in?
Um, I would say the same. I would say the same. At the end of the day, I feel like we should be main card, even if we're starting off the main card. But I am just glad and grateful for the opportunity that I'm getting. So I don't really mind being on the card as well. But other than that, I do agree with what he's saying. We should be main card at least.
Okay. All right. Okay. We got our first question. Now, our second question I got for you, starting with you, Garza. I know you've been studying your opponent, with JDP, what he's been doing, what he's been posting. What advantages do you feel like you have over JP going into this fight on the 29th?
I think that killer instinct. He's pretty good. He's a pretty good overall boxer, but when it comes to like seeing the shots, seeing the things, I'm just better. I think I'm overall better, but he's good. It's gonna be a good fight between us. I'm predicting a late stoppage, like round two, or round three. I'm not first round. First round's gonna be war though. We'll see if he make it out.
Love to
Respect
hear
that.
it. Love to hear it. That's what we want to see. We want to see you guys go at. We want to see you guys go crazy. JP, what advantages do you think you have over Garza going into this fight on June 29th?
So he's coming from Muay Thai into boxing. So I do say I believe I have somewhat of the boxing advantage, even though he did say that he started off with boxing. So I still think I had the advantage going into this fight since he's making a transition into boxing again. But I would say my power and my speed and just intelligent overall when I'm in there.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, that's great to hear. Now we're gonna expound off of that question. Now I know you guys do not want to talk about your game plan. I'm sure you guys are trying to keep it as much as a secret as you can. But knowing what you two are capable of, what type of style, what type of things do you think you have to do in order to neutralize your opponent's best gift? Like if it's strength, if it's speed, if it's power, what do you think you have to do to defeat your opponent? Starting with Garza.
I can't let him be comfortable. If I let him get comfortable, then it's gonna turn into a boxing match, and he obviously has the upper hand with that. So I just can't let him get comfortable. Stay, just stay technical. Don't let him get comfortable. Just be in his face the whole time.
See how that works out for you.
Yeah, we're gonna see.
JDP, what do you think you have to bring to the table in order to neutralize Garza's best gifts in the ring?
Pressure. I think if I put enough pressure, he's not gonna know what to do. And I have the cardio for it. I've been working on cardio this whole training camp, so going into that fight, there's no reason I should gas out.
Okay.
Just don't overextend.
Oh, you'll find out.
You'll
He
find
said,
out.
he
Just
said,
don't.
or he said, don't overextend. What do you mean by that?
Just Make sure everything's smooth. When you're pressuring me, you need to be at 100% because if you go to 99%, that's all I fucking need, and it'll be done and over
Oh,
with.
trust me, I'll be more than 100%.
And stay like that. Stay like that.
You ain't gonna be fighting the version of me when I fought Kevin Richards. You're fighting
I'm
a
not
whole
expecting that.
different
I'm
beast.
not. I'm not
Yeah.
expecting that. I'm not expecting that. The way I've been training like I'm fighting like a pro boxer. That Kevin Richards fight, that's just all. That's just all to fuck around with you. I know you're training your ass off, so I know what the fuck I'm getting myself into. I'm stepping into your world, and I'm gonna make it my world come June 29th.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna send you right back to Muay Thai.
Okay, I have another question for you two. What would you say your biggest inspirations are in boxing? Like, what fighter would you think is the most identical to your style? Starting with Garza.
Ben Whitaker.
Say it again.
Ben Whitaker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, me and him kind of have like the same illusion, like just like to play around.
Right,
Set
right.
traps, make him think that you're not taking it serious, and then he finds out. So Ben Whitaker for me.
Okay. JP, same question. What are your biggest inspirations, and what boxer in the field right now do you think is more identical to your style, or most identical?
I would say Canelo,
Hell
100%.
Okay.
no.
The way I move around and the way with my defense and just the way I've been training and just the way I fight in general, I could see some similarities between me and Canelo, the way we have our styles. Obviously, Canelo's more experienced, so he knows more, but just the way from putting it side by side, there's some similarities there.
Okay. All right. So let me ask you guys some questions about a respect level. How about after the fight? So once this fight takes place on June 29th, once you guys go at it, win or loss, what's next for you, Garza?
September 3rd. September 3rd. There's another little event coming up that's soon to be announced. And yeah.
So to expound on that, you said September 3rd. Is that a Muay Thai event or is it,
Oh,
more boxing stuff?
it's another influencer event. So we're
Okay.
doing another boxing match type shit.
Oh, okay. So you plan on further.
But eventually after that, I'm going full throttle Muay Thai because I'm making my
Okay.
pro debut next year. So gotta get ready for that.
Awesome, man. Great news, man. Great news. Love to hear it.
Yo.
JP, same question to you. What's next? What's next after the fight against Garza? After you guys go toe to toe, when this is all said and done, what's next for you?
Next is get back into training, keeping improving my craft, becoming the best version of myself, and getting back in the ring, keep getting W's, and eventually one day get onto Misfits. And after that, just continue fighting until I feel like I'm ready and I feel like I've done everything I could.
Okay, so you plan on furthering your career in boxing.
Yep, not just boxing, everything, content, boxing, and just helping people out as best as I can as well. Even if I have to like help train them as well, and, give people an opportunity to fight. You know what I mean? Instead of like jumping people or just taking weapons out when beef. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. Nice,
But
nice. So
I do say
what?
for the respect part, you mentioned something
Okay.
about respect afterwards. There is respect going into the fight because Garza is the only one that took the fight. Augustin told me he's asked a couple people. They all declined. They all said no, and Garza's the only one that stepped up and took the fight. So respect to that, and then respect after.
That same
Nice.
thing with
Wow,
me,
I didn't
respect
know
him.
that. Yeah, I didn't know that at all. Wow. Okay. Well, I don't know much about you, Garza, so let me ask you a question. So outside of boxing, like what kind of person are you? Like what do you like to do? What are your hobbies?
Outside of boxing, I manage a bunch of artists down in Arizona, and I throw
Okay.
shows for them across. So far, we've done LA. That's our biggest one, but we do shows in Arizona, LA. We're trying to get one in Texas. So I'll just be managing artists. I have some artists down in Florida. There might be a little surprise thing for my walkout. So you guys
Okay.
get a little glimpse of that June 29th too, also. But
Well,
yeah.
some walkout music. That's great to hear. JP, what about you? Outside of boxing, what are your biggest hobbies? What do you like to do?
I just like to content create. I always had a passion for just creating content, just being myself in front of the camera. I know there's people that when they're on camera, they act differently than what they act in real life when they're not recording. Me, when I'm recording, I'm just me. I'm the same person when I'm recording and when I'm not recording, and just helping people out as well as much as I can. And like I said, just creating content.
That's good to hear, y'all. Great answers. All right, so Garza, what inspired you to get in the boxing field or the fighting field in general, martial arts?
Uh, it's kind of personal, but my dad got leukemia when I was young, and that ended that caused me to end up getting into the wrong stuff in high school and like getting into a bunch of fights and stuff. But every time I get into a little street fight, like I will notice that I'm like naturally better than the other person, and I'll always get into fights in football and all that other shit. Get suspended from football. I hated losing because of other people, so I just decided to take it serious, and it's been doing me good ever since.
Great
So
answers, man. Sorry to hear that, man.
yeah.
But you're here, you're ready, June 29th, you're coming ready, man. I know you're excited, you're stoked, you got something to prove. JDP, what inspired you to hop in the fighting field, boxing, martial arts, etc.?
So it all just starts in school. I feel like for most people, I feel like it starts in school when you're like overlooked by like those popular kids that always say, you ain't shit, you ain't gonna be anything." And same with teachers. Some teachers will just straight up tell you you're gonna be that person that's gonna be living with your mother or father for like ever in their basement or something like that. And it just started in school. I just got tired to the point where people were just overlooking me because of my weight and just the way I act and talked and all that stuff. And also because of Jake Paul as well. So yeah, I
Okay.
know. Once every time I say Jake as well, like, he made me like, well, help me start my career. Gave me a little bit of that boost to start. I always get that look of like, really, Jake Paul, but couldn't you do?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I feel like I asked a lot of questions. Now I want to allow you guys some time. You guys are going to be in the same ring June 29th, Tampa, Florida, Vigilant MMA live in front of people on a venue, entrances, music, camera views. What do you guys have to say to each other right here, right now? I want to let you guys talk.
I'll let Garza start.
I want him to go first. I really want to see what his energy about because I feel like the first face off I did a lot.
I
So
mean, I don't really have to say much. I don't have to say much. You have this stuff act where you act all chill, but in reality, deep down inside, you're worried. Because when I step in there, the pressure's gonna get to you. The pressure that I'm gonna be put in, you're not gonna handle it.
and that pressure's gonna break your fucking jaw.
Yeah, okay.
You know it is. You gonna walk into some
Honest,
shit. All
honestly,
that
even at
fucking pressure you're talking about, your jaw's just gonna get broken. You might as well just box. Don't pressure me. You might as well box. Because if you pressure me, you keep talking about Muay Thai. That's all we do. And you do not want that pressure battle. Because I could transition my Muay Thai clinch into boxing where it's legal.
there, go ahead, do that clinch. I dare you.
I'm, a
That's not
clean,
gonna end
I'm
well for
just,
you.
I'm telling you, you're gonna get your face broke. Just
Okay.
stick to boxing. Just stick to boxing. Because if you wanna go, we can buck in the middle of the ring right there, straight up.
I
Y'all sound
listen.
like
I
y'all
don't
going for the
care.
knockout. Y'all going for the
I don't.
knockout?
I listen. I don't care if this fight ends up a brawl.
To dead
I'm
space.
showing
I'm
up to
telling
fight.
you, let him fall into dead space. Dead space. It's over.
Yeah,
And
right.
Garza died. Garza ain't dying June 29th. JDP died June 29th. We will all see that shit live on pay-per-view. I'm keeping it chill. You gonna see what you gonna see. You gonna see in the ring. That's where I do my talking.
Yeah,
Yeah, and,
with your
and the
face
reason why
with
I'm
your
doing
face
this is
down.
because we're doing this live face off. You guys are talking here. This is different because when you guys get in the ring, the atmosphere is going to change. I mean, it's dead or alive.
His
This
face
is
is
your
gonna
first time
change.
fighting on Visual
His
MMA,
fucking
so that means
face
both
is
of y'all
gonna
have to improve.
change. His jaw will change. His nose is gonna change. The color of his shorts is gonna from his fucking blood dripping down his face. I'm telling you. It's gonna let him pressure. Let him try walking it down. It's gonna be raps. That's all I gotta say. He gonna
Oh
fall into
man.
dead space and get knocked the fuck out.
Oh, I think I'm a little nervous now. Oh,
Mm-hmm. Just pressure.
shiver, shiver my
Pressure
timbers.
makes diamonds. Pressure makes diamonds. And shit. When after I knock your ass out too, if you want to run it back one more time, I'll do it too. The fuck?
Yeah, yeah. After this first time, you're not
You
gonna
can
want to
come
run
get
it
it back.
back. After this
Mm-mm.
first time, you're not gonna want it back.
No, you're gonna
So
you're gonna try to pressure my ass the first round and then realize, damn, he's still here. Your coach is gonna look at you, calm down. Calm down. I'm gonna be right there screaming at you across the cage. I'm still here. I'm still here. Rounds 2 and 3 are mine. That's where it's all gonna go downhill for you. You better finish me in that first round. You better.
it'll happen.
You
Just trust and
better.
believe. It'll happen.
You better.
Oh wow, wait, Garza, you said across the what? You said something before. What
The
did you just say?
cage.
The
The
cage.
cage.
The cage. Actually, that's another question that just sparked. How do you guys feel about it not being in a ring? Actually, it's going to be in a cage. How do y'all feel about that?
I mean,
It's
I think it's cool. It's definitely different. A boxing match in a MMA ring. I mean, MMA octagon. So I think it's different. Honestly, I think it's cool.
it's my element. Muay Thai fights take places in cages. More MMA fights take places in MMA cages. So it's a whole different story. He's been in a boxing ring probably this whole entire time. So I know my cage. They will literally be my cage that night. He's not gonna know where the fuck to go. There ain't gonna be no ropes. It's a cage. It's over with. You ain't gonna be able to get You're not gonna be able to corner me into any place. You're gonna fall into dead space and you're gonna get popped. You're gonna
We'll
be
see.
right there.
We will see.
And I'm gonna
Once
help
fight
you. I'm
night
gonna help you
comes.
back up. I'm gonna help you back up. Keep doing your thing. But when I catch you in dead space, you will feel hell. You will feel hell until you wake up. Then it'll be all over. Trust.
Oh, hope I can make it to the fight without being too scared.
I don't want you scared. I want you ready. I want you ready. This is not me trying to scare you. I want you to be prepared because you give me the chance, I will take full advantage. This is
You
your
won't get no
fight to win.
chance.
This is
No,
your
you
fight
won't
to
get no
win.
chance.
If you give me the chance, you're getting sniped. This is your fight to win. Remember, I'm the Muay Thai fighter crossing over.
Exactly, that's a big mistake.
Your idol Jake Paul, look what he did to all those MMA fighters. This is your time to do it.
Yep, and I will.
Okay, time to fuck up that story.
Like I
I'm a,
said, June 29th, it goes down. Live in front of the crowd. Live on pay-per-view. I'm not sure if either one of you have been on pay-per-view before, but people are going to be paying for this event. What's the energy like coming into this fight?
I'm hyped. I'm excited. I'm ready.
I'm ready. This is gonna be one. It's gonna be a great event. They should have put me and JDP at main event.
At least that's one thing we can agree on.
Yeah.
That
Yep.
sounds good. Well, look, it was great having you guys on here, man. I'm excited. Y'all that's watching this video, June 29th on Tampa, Florida, live on Vigilant. This all goes down. I mean, it's no more talking. There's no more face to face. This is the real deal, the real fight. It happens on June 29th in Tampa, Florida, live on Vigilant. I hope you guys enjoyed my company, enjoyed this face off,